Where do you need to go when you're stuck in everyday life? Where do you need to go when you don't feel inspired anymore? Where do you need to go when your life needs a reset? In a Western world consumed by the chaos and pressure of everyday life, sometimes we create a deep-rooted desire for a reset, a chance to rediscover our purpose and to get inspiration. Meet Ronald, a dreamer seeking answers in the midst of uncertainty. Tired of the monotony and pressures of the modern world, it's time for him to escape. So where do Ronald need to go to escape his everyday grind and find peace and inspiration back in his life? Well, he went to Iceland. A land of untamed attraction, where fiery volcanoes meet icy glaciers and create a surreal symphony of contrasting elements. Its amazing landscapes, from black sand beaches to moss-covered lava fields, enchant the heart and leave a pure impression on everyone who walks through this mesmerizing part of Mother Nature. After landing on the airport and meeting my friends for the first time, it was time for me, Jurre and Mate to start our journey in Iceland. So after a day spending in Reykjavik, the next day we went to fjords, which is an active volcano since 2021. And it's a pretty unique place, because you can see that the lava is hardened. And after a hike of 2 to 3 hours, it was time to go to the Blue Lagoon. And this place is an artificial hot spring. So after relaxing for a couple of hours in the Blue Lagoon, we went to a volcanic crater with the name Kirit. Day 3, I started with a meditation session to start my day with a calm mind. Sometimes it's just a good idea to focus on yourself, even when you're around other people. After a short ride, we arrived at one of the most famous waterfalls of Iceland. Seljalandsfoss. It cascades over steep cliffs, which make it possible for you to walk behind the waterfall. After a 10-minute drive, we arrived at the second waterfall of today, Skogafoss. Finally, we went to the well-known black sand beaches in Iceland. Finally, we had the perfect setting for golden hour. Jökulsárlór Glacier Lagoon and Diamond Beach. On day 4, it was the first time we really experienced the gravel roads, which are very dusty. On the start of the afternoon, we started with our Mula Canyon. Jesus, those names are so hard to pronounce. But this place was so special for me. Even this was the most steep and difficult hike we had in Iceland. The green mossy mountains look so beautiful. After we came back from that hike, we went to the fjords Canyon. And if you have watched Game of Thrones, this place is maybe quite familiar for you. And on the end today, I needed some time for myself. So I started reading a book in this beautiful landscape. After we got a nice cup of coffee, we packed our stuff and went on the road again. After a quick stop at the Foks waterfall, we went to fjords to see puffins. After we arrived at our Airbnb, I took some time off to be in the nature by myself. And what is beautiful about Iceland in the summer is that the sun is not going under. On day 6, we arrived in Akureyri. The reason why we went here was that the next activity was close to this place, and that was whale watching. On day 7, we decided to go to the gym in Akureyri. And after a good session, we went to the forest lagoon. In the evening, we decided to go to a campsite to camp somewhere. We thought we had a 3-person tent, but that was not the case. After sleeping quite shitty in the tent and matte in the car, it was time to go to the Kirkjufell mountain. Finally, when we arrived, we didn't see anything because of the fog. After our small disappointment, we went to the coastal side of Iceland. Why? Well, for this. After we arrived at our next Airbnb, I was quite happy because I had a jacuzzi, and this was a nice opportunity to reflect on my days here and appreciate where I was. So on our final full day, we went to glaciers. For me, this was not the most special thing, as I had to wait 6 or 7 minutes to finally see this, but our next stop was much more special. Godafoss waterfall. After seeing this impressive and beautiful waterfall, we went to another waterfall, Foks in Thingsfeller National Park. The night before our flight, we went back to Reykjavik. So we also had some time to explore the capital city.
I want feed.
When it's buffer.
Buffer?
Buffer.
Buffer?
Buffer.
Buffer?
Buffer.
Buffer?
So in the morning, I had my flight back to Amsterdam. But Iceland, I will come back.